Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to be back. Oh my goodness. I survived the United States Air Force basic military training. I did that. I sure did. Um, yeah, no, it was awesome. I had a pretty crazy time. Yeah. So this video is just going to be a quick recap about my BMT experience. I want to go into more in-depth videos, but I want to have my crew back at tech school with me, and we're going to do a couple videos, and then we're going to post those throughout the next couple weeks coming up. I was going to post more BMT videos right after I got a BMT, but I was like, you know what? I need a break. So I know you guys have been waiting for this. So here it is, 2020. I'm gonna have a lot of military videos because you guys seem to really love it. And yeah, I hope this is informational and you guys enjoy. Okay, so here's a quick run through. You have 8.5 weeks of training. And so you start, whenever you get there, you have 0 week through your 8th week, your 8th and final week. Yeah, whenever I left, I was so nervous, but I was like excited. I was like, oh, this is gonna, break me down to build me back up, which is what you're gonna hear throughout all of BMT. They really are trying to like knock you down, and it's really just a mental game. It is hard physically, but it's just a big mental game. So I got there and I was like, this is cool. We went to the airport and there's like the USO, and you sat there and you're just waiting, and some people are playing video games like Call of Duty. Not gonna lie, I played a game of Call of Duty because I was nervous and I kind of like playing Call of Duty anyways. And there's like snacks, and there's just a lot of people. Some people are napping, and I'm like, that's a good idea because that's the last nap you gonna get for 2 months. Yeah, I just couldn't nap. I was so nervous, but I did have a chocolate chip cookie, and it was the best chocolate chip cookie I've ever had in my life. So yeah, I got there, and then finally it was time to go, and we line up, and they're like, come on, let's go, line up, get your orders out, and like they can like separate us, and then we line up, and then there's that big white bus, and you're like, oh, that's the white bus that everybody on YouTube told me about. So it pulls up, you get on the bus, and everyone's quiet, like and we had this really cute, not cute, this really cool bus driver. His name was Coach. So if y'all get Coach as a bus driver, just know that you're in for like the best bus driver. He was very inspirational. He was like, y'all are in the world's greatest United States Air Force. It's okay to cry. Crying doesn't make you weak, it means you're strong. Like, just know that whenever you get done out of here, all your friends are still going to be doing the same thing, but here you are. Like, so there, he was just very motivational, so I wasn't as nervous. I was like, yeah, go Coach. And then we pull up to the Air Force Base in San Antonio, Lackland Air Force Base, and I was like, and I get out, and he's like, go, get in there. So we go into this big old auditorium, and we get the box nasties. The box nasties are nasty. It wasn't even a real sandwich. It was an ice chip sandwich. Basically it was a frozen turkey sandwich, and then you got like a couple little more snacks, and then you got Oreos, but you're so nervous, like you can't even eat. Like whenever I'm nervous, I cannot eat. So I was just like nibbling on it, and I was like, just like waiting to get yelled at, and I didn't want to spit my food out and be embarrassed. But yeah, and then we had to go through our issues. So on that same night, you're gonna get your backpack with your water bottle, then you're gonna get all of your like shower stuff, and then your foot powder, your lotions, your what else we get? Oh yeah, PT gear, all that stuff, everything but your uniform. And we line up, and then we have to carry our luggage with us, and you can't set it down, you can't roll it. I had a rolly one. And I got yelled at because they're like, Tracy, why are you rolling that down? Pick it up. And I was like, okay. And I swear I had like a blister for like a week after that because my suitcase was so heavy. And I was like, I should have gotten one of those that you put around your shoulder, because the ones that had that, they were allowed to do that. And I was like, that's so many regrets. So side note, buy like an over the shoulder kind of duffel bag. Don't get a rolly backpack because it doesn't do you any good. So that was fun, that was interesting. And then I got there kind of late, but it wasn't like in the middle of the night, so we actually got to go to bed around midnight, which was good. And I was on the top bunk, and then I switched the next day. I was like, no, I'm going on the bottom bunk because I'm not trying to go to med hold, which is a whole nother video. All right, the next day we had a clothing issue. So lucky me, my flight was the very first flight to receive the new OCPs, like the first female flight. And it was so cool. Like there was like a lot of people from the media, like with cameras, like they were so excited because like they're like, oh yes, this is the first flight that gets OCPs, and it was awesome. But we were the only people for like a week walking around OCPs, and everyone else was in ABUs, and and everyone's like, oh, you're zero weekers, and we're like, haha, you have to pay $500 for another uniform in a year. So I don't know, it was cool. Yeah, BMT. So my job at first was to, I don't know, I had a couple. I was chapel guide. It was really fun. So Sundays I would get up early, and then I'll go help around the chapel, like security for the bathrooms, and then like helping people navigate where they're going and just with the services. But I wasn't able to keep that job because they later promoted me to element leader. They're like, oh cool, get to be an element leader. I was like, yeah, that's good, you know, a leadership position. No, oh my gosh, my mental health was like, why did you do this to me? Yeah, talk about dealing with 48 girls. I think we finished with 43 because a couple girls got recycled and disqualified and went to med hold. And whenever they say that that stuff happens and it's real, it is real, okay? So if you're going to BMT not taking it seriously, you better take it seriously, because you're going to end up there for months and months, or you might just not end up in the Air Force at all, like I said, another video. So yeah, I was element leader, and it was very stressful because a lot of the heat, if the team did bad, it fell on me and the other 3 element leaders and the dorm chief. So you have the dorm chief, then you have 4 element leaders, and then it goes on from there. So I was like not the head honcho in charge, but I was like the supporting role, if you know what I feel. There was a lot of marching. Like, honestly, download the United States Air Force app, the delayed entry program, and go on there and it'll show you like what to pack for BMT, which honestly, side note, that is a pretty good packing list. However, there's some things I wish I wouldn't have brought and some things I wish I would have brought. Like I said, another video. But they have these things like facing movements, and they will show you facing movements, and they show a video and like how to pivot. So yeah, I suggest that app. It kind of, you know, prepared me a little bit more for BMT, but also just going on YouTube and like looking at videos, that helped me a lot too. However, YouTube lied. I literally was going out throughout BMT. YouTube didn't tell me about this. No one told me about this. This is things they don't tell you about. Like you think, let me just take $100, $200, like I should be fine. LOL. Yeah, you thought. Another video. Yeah. Let's see, what questions did you guys ask me? I mean, what do people want to know for like the in summary instead of the details? Because I don't have enough time for the details right now. But would I do it again? Maybe if it paid me enough money. Maybe if like, you know, America depended on it. Yeah, sure. However, for fun, no, would not do it again. It was a really cool experience. I'm glad I did it. I'd rather have done it than not have done it. I feel like I've learned a lot, matured a lot. You see, I met a lot of really good people and not so great people, but more good than bad. I really respect the Air Force more. I mean, I respected them before, but until you're in it and living it, then you develop a new kind of respect, especially for people that go through all this. And like, I haven't even been on deployment, but I can only imagine like doing BMT, then going to tech school, which I'm in tech school right now, and then going to deployment, and just literally life-changing. So I think that's why so many people, if they're in the Air Force, they stay for a long time, because there's so many values and so much heart that goes into everything, and it's very, very rewarding, very honorable to be a part of. Physically, BMT can be hard physically. I went and I was pretty in shape, and I got more in shape while I was there. But there are some people that PT was hard. Now I will say, there was girls that were 18 up to like 35 in my flight. Like, if you were older and thinking about joining the military, do it, okay? There's no excuses. You're not too old. Like, look up the age requirements. If you're like, I think it's like 36 or something, but like, yeah, if you're like early 30s, 32, 33, even if you have kids, there's plenty of moms in my flight. You can do it, all right? Do not let anyone tell you that you can't, because you can. you're in school a lot whenever you're at BMT. Like, there's a lot of classes. I think BMT is more composed of classes than it is anything else. You're learning about the Air Force, how to act in certain situations. You're learning the history. There's sexual assault and awareness. There's suicide prevention. There's cybersecurity. Like, you're learning so many things. And then you have the big test at the end, called the EOC. It's not too terrible. Just gotta study for it. Whenever they say, oh, you guys have study time, don't take a nap, do a study time, and you'll do fine. Beast week was probably the worst week. Like, I liked Beast, I loved it. Cadam, so fun. We shot M4s, and then we went to the gas chamber. That was awesome. I would go in the gas chamber again. I was like, yeah, I'm a bad A-double-S. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it again. Like, my eyes are crying. It burns so bad. Another video. And it was good. But then, like, MOPP 4. Alarm black. MOPP 4. I never want to hear MOPP 4 again in my entire life. And you can ask everybody else that's been to BMT. They don't want to hear MOPP 4 either. That's what's talked about BMT. You have these drills. And then you start to suit up in your MOPP gear with your gas mask. And no, never again. First of all, I was claustrophobic. I wanted to pass out. Second, the MOPP gear was hot, and I was tired, and I was sick, and I was broken down because the obstacle course, the day you had your obstacle course, it's so fun, but oh my gosh, it just drains you. It drains you. And then you fall into the pool if you don't have upper body strength because you're wearing a 10-pound weighted vest and a big old helmet and your boots are heavy and you just die. I'm just kidding. I'm being over dramatic, but I'm telling you, it's rough. But it's fun, but it's rough. But yeah, like I said, BMT is like such a mental game. It's a big physical game too. But I will be posting a lot of future videos because I cannot explain BMT in just one video. I only have a 15-minute limit, so, but in the future, look for plenty of videos. I'm going to be talking about the types of jobs you have at BMT, what PT's like at BMT, what the heck is med hold and how to avoid it, the food at BMT, what the environment's like, marching, church services, and gas chamber experience, Beast Week, and so much more, and plenty of funny moments. However, these videos are going to be with me and other people because they're at my tech school right now, and I love them. Right now, I'm on Christmas exodus, so I was able to come home for Christmas, but I have to go back. I'm stationed at Keesler Air Force Base, and that's where they're at, so yes. Stay tuned. I can't wait to make future uploads for you guys. Sorry for not making them sooner. Forgive me. But yes, I love you. Hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you like and subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you know whenever I post these, because they are going to get funny and very entertaining. And if you're bored, then come hang out with your girl. All right, love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.